Copy.
There's YouTube.
We are YouTube Live.
Welcome to the Prospectors Radio Show, the talk show for our community. Please welcome Rich Cooley, Indiana Gold Hunter Dennis Dayton, Kathleen Biffle, and your host, Tim Grimes.
All right, Scott Tony.
Welcome back to another Prospector Radio Sunday night edition. I'm your host, Tim Grimes. Joining me tonight, we have Scott Spitfire Tony's here, the Indiana Gold Hunter Dennis Dayton, and Rich Cooley. What's going on, everybody?
Well, you can tell what's going on with me today. This guy right here, buddy, pulls off the win again. Go NASCAR, baby. Seven victories.
Who won?
Kyle Larson.
Who's that?
Well, if you don't know, you don't know.
So he's in the championship then.
Yeah, he's locked in now.
Yeah.
And what's really good is because last weekend he also won the Grand Nationals in the sprint cars.
Yeah.
Who won last week's race?
Kyle Larson.
No, it wasn't Larson. Bubba Wallace did.
So that guy's locked in too then.
No, he wasn't in it.
Oh, he wasn't in it. Okay.
Yeah, it was just they had the final 12 and they went down through the thing. So,
So Larson's the only one that's locked in right now.
And Hamlin.
Oh, Hamilton.
Hamlin's won one and Larson's won one.
Okay.
Everybody else is still driving for points.
So there's one more race and then they start getting rid of people, right?
Well, this next one they've already got rid of 4 today.
Oh, okay.
And now it's the last 8, and I think they got 3 more races, and they finish here in Phoenix is the big championship race.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought the Daytona 500. I thought the Daytona 500 was the big race.
That's the big race, yeah. But the points championship is done here in Phoenix.
Oh, who's going to win that?
I hope Larson.
Kyle Larson.
Well, it would suck, he won how many races and he doesn't win the points thing?
Yeah,
how do you know? How does that happen?
Well, he's won 7 races this season.
He's ahead in points.
And he's ahead in points, yeah.
I just don't understand it.
2 more races. Like
He can still lose the championship, even though if he goes to that last race and crashes, he could lose.
Yeah, if he goes, he's out. If he crashes here in Phoenix, he's done.
Or what if he loses the race? Is he done? Or can he still win because of points?
He can still win because of the points.
Oh,
Depends on how many points he has, yeah.
Like I say, because it's going to come down to 4 different drivers.
right.
But if 2 drivers wreck out, one guy really does bad, one guy does good, and Larson's one that done good, he's got the points.
Well, see,
If Larson does bad and somebody wins it, they'll pass him up.
that's not racing. Racing is who crosses the finish line first.
Right?
Right?
Yeah, but you get so many points for winning. You get so many points for the.
Should be no points. You win, you cross the line, you get the flag, you won.
He has the most wins at the end of the year.
That's racing. The first one that crosses the line wins. It's you got more points.
Every race has got points.
I
dude.
know, but it's weird. Why it shouldn't have?
Because like NASCAR, late models, IMCA mods, any kind of car, they got point system.
I know, but
That's how it goes.
I wonder if they wash their uniforms in OxyClean.
I wonder.
Well, you should have seen him. He had a red shirt on last week.
Oh yeah, you missed that. He did. He had on a red turtleneck.
Oh my gosh.
What a turtleneck, you
Night
crazy.
shirt.
That was a red shirt.
And he called it his night shirt.
Was that the shirt that Manny was wearing when it got shipped to him?
No, I don't know. It was kind of, it was silky.
It was a mosquito prevention shirt is what it was.
Mosquito prevention wear.
Yeah, they're like right now, they're still mean as crap out on the porch right now.
Yeah,
At least I think she got bit like 7 or 8 times.
Yes.
Don't you have a bug zapper?
Really?
Yeah, really. Why don't you have one?
It's daylight, dude. What the hell's it gonna do?
Well, if the mosquitoes are flying around, they'll go to the light.
Oh yeah, okay.
Well,
They will.
I think so.
Yeah, they will.
Yeah.
Day or night, they will.
Yeah. They're like, ooh, look at that.
Around here, I'd have to have four zappers on each corner of the
Well, there you
court.
go. It'd sound like a popcorn. That'd be fun to watch.
Right?
It would be.
It would be, wouldn't it? There.
Yeah, it would be.
That's some cheap
Man, too.
entertainment right there.
Popcorn.
Let's go out, sit on the porch, and watch the bug zapper. Okay.
Ow, snap, crack, ow.
Yeah, turn them off at night. Sound like fireworks. Telling you.
So what did you guys do on this lovely, nice, mid 80-degree weekend, no
I think
rain?
That's what I did.
You probably, you know what? If I was to guess, I'd probably say you won more food.
You got it. Ding, 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 ding.
Of course you did.
Meat raffle.
What'd you
Friday
win?
night. Went to a meat raffle Friday night. Got my money's worth pretty much. Ended up getting a whole chicken with stuffing. Ended up getting 6 pounds of loose sausage, a big pork loin, a whole pork loin, and hamburgers and hot dogs.
Jeez.
And
Yeah.
my buddy and his wife never went to one before, so I talked them into going, and they ended up winning 5 things.
Dang.
Wow.
Dang.
Speaking of sausage fest,
Uh-huh.
didn't just come back from some kind of sausage fest or something? Or?
Hello, Tokyo.
No, but I made some my famous venison sticks today.
Oh.
That sounds good.
Oh,
Maple and sweet.
Oh,
Made a new recipe.
why you put maple on? Why don't you just leave them pure straight up venison and ship me like about 100 of them? Just
I gave it
saying.
a little sweetness.
Just saying.
A little maple. Not maple syrup though. This is maple seasoning.
Maple seasoning.
ooh, yeah.
Interesting.
Like you do your hams in.
Oh, I don't know. I'm not a ham person.
No.
No.
Really?
Yeah, I don't really like ham a lot.
Like bacon,
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I love bacon.
sausage?
Yeah, that's okay.
But you don't like bacon, or you don't like ham?
Not really. Not a
Wow.
lot. I just don't like it a lot. I'll eat a little bit of it on like Christmas, but yeah.
Right.
I'd rather have
Well,
a,
yeah, I'm not a big avid all that. Let's go have some ham. But
no.
I mean, I like bacon and sausage a lot better.
I'll tell you what. I'd rather have Spam than ham.
Oh,
Oh,
you know
my
what?
God.
I agree with you 100%.
There you go. See, that's great.
There's
mind.
something wrong with you guys.
My
Some
buddy
potted
ended
meat
up
or
winning a bunch
spam.
of ham slices.
You fry up
There's-
some Spam and fry up some ham. I'm gonna go with the Spam.
Spam,
You
or
guys
potted
are out of
meat.
your freaking minds.
I like that potted meat too, man. That's
Potted
good.
meat. I'd rather have potted meat than ham.
Yeah, I would too.
Give me a potted meat sandwich, and you guys can
Oh man,
eat ham.
yeah.
all
It's
day
I
long.
like spam, but I
It's
don't
funny.
know if I ever had potted meat.
It's funny that they won't eat ham, Rich, but they'll eat the lips and the beaks and the shoes off of them.
It
Yeah,
tastes better.
It does.
yeah, they'll eat the buttholes and everything else.
It
Yeah, right.
it tastes better.
And like a little
It does?
sphincter in your sandwich.
Hey, it just tastes better. Just
Well, then I
saying.
guess you eat scrapple and pudding then, right?
Huh?
Scrapple,
No, I've never had scrapple.
pudding,
What is that?
I've
I've never heard of that.
almost the same thing.
I've never had it. If it tastes like potted meat, I'd eat it.
Like
It
bologna. I
would
like
if it
bologna.
gets hard enough. Scrapple would, yeah.
Yeah, I'd eat it probably. More than likely.
Got cornmeal and all kinds of stuff in it.
I bet I'd like it.
I probably would too.
Yeah, Dennis probably would too.
Yeah.
We're just country.
Find it more in the Amish stores.
That ain't
It's not in
country.
Amish stores. It's like a block, and then you slice it off and you fry it.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Buddy, you call it country, we call it homeless.
Man, we grew up on that stuff, Scott. That was good.
Mhm.
When you went hunting, you always put some potted meat in your backpack and some
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Never leave home without fishing, hunting.
Nope, Vienna sausage, potted
Yep.
meat, maybe some
Now,
sardines.
I used to eat those Vienna sausages, those little
See,
cans.
that's the same thing as potted meat.
Uh,
I think
They're
they're
good.
just compressed into a sausage.
They are.
I
It
like
is.
them, they're good.
You like them, Scott? Vienna sausage? Oh, come on, really? You say you're from Indiana?
Dude, you open a can, it smells like death.
But they
He's not
taste
from
good.
And like that Oh, what is it on top? It's like a scum of
It's like
oil.
a slime, yeah. It's on
Right.
top.
That's to preserve it, Rich.
It is to preserve it.
Yeah,
I don't know what it is though. What is that?
it's like a 10-year dried hamburger or something. You know?
Yeah, I don't know. But remember, Spam used to have that slime on it too.
Yeah,
It still does.
Nah, I don't. It really don't no more. Not like it used to.
Yeah.
In the
gelatin.
old days,
I know they still slide out of the can pretty good.
yeah, but in the old days when you had the key to open the can, you had to
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
thick.
Then that slime was thick. It slid out of that can like a greased hog. It was
They
like,
sound like dog food coming out of a can.
Yeah, like dog food.
oh, exactly. Now they changed it. You just get that little bit on it. It's like, you got to fight sometimes to get it out of the can. You're shaking. Then all of a sudden it's like,
And boop, yep.
just saying,
Good.
bam.
But yeah, I'll be going hunting tomorrow, and then I'm going to be smoking.
All right.
What are
Hunting
you smoking?
has begun.
Venison sticks.
Okay.
Smoking venison.
Just checking.
Hunting season has begun.
Yeah, hunting season come in like 2 weeks ago for archery.
Yeah, it did here
And
too.
then next week, I'm not sure if I'll be here Sunday night or not, depending if we go to the cabin.
Roger that. Just let me know. Yeah. See, they said that the slime is the vitamins in that, like the
Right.
sausages and stuff. It
Yep.
might be loaded with vitamins, Scott. You know,
Good for you.
spread that on some bread.
Oh,
Scott just ain't. You ain't lived. Sorry.
no.
We'll get you to eat it one of these days.
I can't believe you grew up in Indiana.
I know.
I just don't get it.
Don't make sense.
I don't
Because
even.
it tastes like crap.
No.
He's probably still drinking on a sippy cup his whole until he turned 18.
Let's see your cup, Scott. Okay. All right. Can't believe it.
I've ate Spam, but I mean, I don't like Vienna sausages. They taste good. They don't taste good at all.
Oh, there. Oh, have you ever been?
Potted meat. Potted meat reminds me of cat food. So I ain't eating that.
My cats used to eat it.
I bet they did.
They did. They loved it.
Yeah.
Hey, that's a win-win.
Yeah, it is.
You can eat it and then feed it to the cats. What's left over.
Yep. You
That's
take a
just
bite,
what-
cat takes a bite. You take a bite, cat
Right.
takes a bite.
Right. You spread that on a piece of bread, and
Oh, so good.
when you're sitting up in a tree stand or sitting next to a lake,
Mhm.
ain't nothing like it.
Nope.
There ain't, is there, Dennis? That's
No.
I'm in a tree stand. I'm not
being
eating
real.
nothing anyway.
That's living right there. Just saying. No, just
Good.
saying. Speaking of living, what's them gold prices like, Scott?
Oh man, we got gold's actually everything looks pretty good, but the number still just ain't right. We got gold coming in at $17.58. It actually went up $1.70, but that's not much, but still under the 1,800 mark by about $40-something, $44, something like that.
Okay.
Not that great. Silver actually went up 0.8 to 22.76, which is still not that great for silver because it was at 26.
Right.
Platinum, we got that coming in at 1,031 at a $45 jump to the good. And we got Palladium or Palladium, whatever you want to call it. It took actually a big jump, the biggest jump at $116 and went up to 2,167.
Oh.
Now, rhodium, they finished out in the red, and they finished at 14,850. And like I said, the DJ, the S&Ps, and the NASDAQ, everything stopped in the red. So that's probably why rhodium went down so much for.
Wow. Interesting. Because it wasn't that one, it was like 15,000 on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it dropped down to 14s. Yeah. I don't wonder if it'll ever get back into the 20s.
I'm just wondering if it's ever going to get up to the 1800s again and stay there. Like,
Oh, you're talking about gold. I'm talking about rhodium.
I don't know. It might, but I don't know.
All right. What about the Bitcoin? Do you got the Bitcoin?
No, I don't have Bitcoin.
Oh, and why not?
I'm sure Jared will probably let us
Crap
know.
coin.
I'm sure.
Probably
Jeff.
40-some thousand,
Now it was up to 50 or 51.
was it?
Yeah, it was. So I think so. Unless it's dropped. Jaron, I'm
What
sure
is that?
will post it for us so we can
What does
see.
that mean?
What's what mean?
50,000.
That's what one Bitcoin was worth.
Yeah.
$50,000?
Yeah. It's at 54,600 now.
So how big is this coin?
It's invisible.
It's digital currency.
It's digital currency. It's worth one Bitcoin. If you had one Bitcoin, it's worth $54,600. Just saying. Just saying.
That's amazing, I'll tell you.
It is.
Yeah. You take something invisible and turn it into cash.
That's right. A series of numbers is money. It spends like money. Scott?
What?
Do you have it, Tim?
No.
Oh.
I wished. You know?
I did have some, but I don't know. I couldn't tell you how to get back or anything.
You don't
That
know
was
how
back-
much he has or where he has it.
Well, that was back when you could mine it on your computer, and it was only like worth $300.
See?
Yeah, I heard in the old days you used to
Lot of
mine
money.
it on your computer. It would like run up your electric bill like really crazy.
Yeah.
Well, because your
You might
computer
be
runs.
worth a lot of money, Scott, but you can't find it or get to it.
No, I can't find it. I couldn't even tell you the password to get back into the dang thing now.
Jeez. Yeah, I think we all should have bought Bitcoin.
Sure, there has to be a record of it somewhere.
You would think. If you knew at least where you was doing it or how you something, there'd have to be some way, I would think.
Yeah, there should be like a forgot password thing or something.
Something.
It's just another way for somebody to digitally freaking launder money. That's
You
all it
might
is.
have thousands of dollars in there and don't know it.
Yeah, you might be like uber rich. You might be like Bill Gates or something.
Right?
You might be.
You might have had $300 back then, but now it's like 3,000 or 30,000. You don't know.
Yeah, we used to leave our laptop open and go dig gold and let it run all day.
Yeah, see, you might have something. If you knew where it was at.
I would try to check into it and see how you can get it. Ask Jaron, maybe he could tell you how to.
Well, you gotta have your password and your stuff to get in. If you don't have it, you don't get in, you don't get it.
You could not remember it.
You
No.
might be able to do a password check.
It's been so many, that's been what, 3-4 computers ago.
Oh God.
Yeah.
You're screwed. Yeah, pretty much.
Yep.
But
Yeah.
still, if they have your email address, you should be able to do a forgot password.
That was probably
No.
10 or 12 emails ago. No,
There's, like I said, there's one guy out there that he's got one more time. He's got thousands and thousands of dollars in there, but he can't remember his password. If he messes up one more time, Bitcoin's gone.
Oh,
Because if you mess up so many times, you're just locked out. You don't get that account no more.
you don't still have that computer, do you?
Heck no.
You don't save them.
No, because that thing went to crap.
You didn't save it for the gold in it.
No.
Oh,
It was just a laptop. It didn't have
Had some.
well, yeah, I had some, but it didn't have
I
enough.
was just figuring if you had an email address, it would be under
Yeah,
that.
but how many emails does Scott had in that many years?
Yeah.
Think how many times he's lost his password to GPS and had to create a new account.
That's right.
Very good point.
Just saying.
Just saying.
That's
Uh-huh.
truism.
Right. I mean, I'm just being honest. It's like, I think it's pretty much long gone. Darn it. Scott could have been our rich friend. He'd have been the rich co-host.
Rich guy.
He'd show up to events in his private helicopter.
That'd be nice.
See,
We're traveling to Ecuador tonight.
Ecuador. Well,
Yeah, I
why
think
don't
Ray's going to be calling in later, but we're going to Ecuador whenever.
let's take a quick break, go to Ecuador, and that way we got
We're
it.
not gonna do birthdays.
Oh gosh, thank you, Dennis.
I was going to say
Yeah,
you're
pass
you're
that.
missing out.
I
Tell me
forgot
what
about
to do.
birthdays. Thanks for reminding me.
You'll have to do them.
Huh?
My computer's still screwed up.
You want me to do them?
Yeah.
Roger that. Let me shrink this down. Pull this up.
I got a new modem, but that didn't work. So
Yeah, you're gonna have to get a new computer one. of
I
these
probably
days.
need a new computer
Probably. I think it's just
because I don't think I got enough stuff on this computer to run Zoom and everything else now.
right. Oh, there's a lot of birthdays today.
Oh, man.
All right, Dennis, take it away.
Yes.
Sing it
ready?
for me. Yeah.
Anybody special where we're singing for? Or?
Actually, I'm looking at the birthday list and I'm not seeing nobody special.
So I can't do a special birthday.
I don't think we're good on that.
Swiftwater playing a video.
Huh?
Swiftwater playing a video.
I got it. I don't know. I'm looking at the birthdays on a different
okay.
screen.
It's my virtual background.
I can't even see you guys. So take it away, Dennis.
All right. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
And many more.
Dennis, you should sing lullabies and sell them for people to put their kids to sleep. Just saying.
Video Christmas card.
All right. Here we go. Birthdays for today. We got Brad Keski, Charles Hinty, Dee Cantz, Dave Russell, Dave Scudder, Don DeVory, I think I'm butchering these names, Fred Hitchings, Gary Wood, James Howard, Jeff Kubiak, Joe. Okay.
I'm glad you're doing this one.
I is this Jorge Bacanigra? Okay. Kevin Johnson, Mike, Rick McMahon, Robert, Stephen L. Dotson, Steve at Make Your Own Gold Bars, and Wayne Rogers. No birthdays tomorrow. All the birthdays today took up the whole list. So who do you want to highlight?
Yeah, I'm glad you had that one.
Oh, that was wrong.
You pick them.
Holy moly.
You pick them.
All right, let's go with the one I couldn't pronounce. I think
Okay.
it might be George. It's Jorge. So is that Jorge?
Jorge.
I think that is Jorge, ain't it?
Is he out of
I have
Texas?
next to gold bars too.
Oh, he's out of Lake Forest, California.
California.
That's right. And what type of prospecting do you do? Coin. Do you belong to any clubs? I know he doesn't. How did you find the site? He heard it on the Detecting Lifestyle podcast. And what kind of equipment do you use? He uses a Tesoro metal detector.
Tesoro. Yeah.
Yeah, old Tesoro. And he has been around since... Dun, dun, dun. Refresh page. Come on. Okay. Today. Really?
Now you sound like me.
Exactly, right? It's like, come on, man. Just load up there.
Probably 2011.
You think 2011? You were close, Rich. December 28th, 2013.
13.
And Scott, you said who? Steve at Make Your Own Gold Bars?
Yeah.
All right. Steve at Make Your Own Gold Bars. All right. Steve is from Fountain Valley, California. He likes to hard rock mine, dry washing, and gold cubing. Does he belong to any clubs? Yes. How did you find the site? Google search. Who referred you to the site? Nobody. What kind of equipment do you use? A rock crusher, gold cube, keen dry washer, and a smelting furnace.
Oh.
And he has been here since August 10th, 2014. So happy birthday, everybody that's got
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
the birthdays today. Pretty cool. So we'll take a quick break, come back with some Cooley's Corner. They're going to be up in Ecuador. So we'll be right back.
Do you like to mine for gold? Enjoy prospecting a nice crack in the bedrock? Enjoy getting outdoors to camp, fish, hunt, and hike on your public lands? You plan your trip, load the gear, grab the dog, put the family in the truck, and drive off to a locked gate. A sign says you cannot enter or access your own public lands. Mining claims and public land owned by we the people are being designated as off limits by our own government every single day. Are you concerned about the direction our government is going? Are you tired of seeing no access, no entry signs on your lands? We are, and we are fighting back. We are AMRA, America Mining Rights Association, the fastest growing small mining advocacy association in America. AMRA is a 501c3 not-for-profit formed by miners, hunters, off-roaders, retired military men, and women to stop the insanity. AMRA was formed to educate, unite, and help the small miners and public land users on their rights given to us by God. Do you want access to great mining claims? For a small tax-deductible donation to their Miners Legal Fund, your family gains access to proven excellent mining claims across America for an entire year. AMRA challenges the USFS, BLM, EPA, and the other agencies intent upon stopping you from enjoying your own lands. You are who pays these people's wages. It is time they listen to us. We need to unite. And that is what AMRA is doing. As you sit here right now, thousands of acres of public lands are being closed, locked, and blocked from use by you. Are you fed up yet? Join us. Get in on this fight and let's restore America to what our families fought and died for. Freedom. Just visit AmericanMiningRights.com. AmericanMiningRights.com. Also, check us out on Facebook at American Mining Rights Association. AmericanMiningRights.com. If you're interested in gold prospecting or treasure hunting as a career, hobby, passion, or just something you're interested in getting into, you have to visit goldprospectorspace.com. At goldprospectorspace.com, you'll find forums, chats, videos, blogs, sections on dry washing, metal detecting, high banking, and so much more. At goldprospectorspace.com. There's a store, classifieds, and at goldprospectorspace.com every Sunday night at 7:30 Eastern Time, tune in to Prospectors Radio, the talk show for gold prospectors and treasure hunters. GoldProspectorspace.com is a social network with thousands of members, and everything you need is at GoldProspectorspace.com. Sign up today and get connected to others who share your love of gold and gold prospecting. Let the treasure hunt begin at GoldProspectorspace.com. GoldProspectorspace.com.
In 1858, gold was discovered in the rivers of New Caledonia. This discovery would spark a massive gold rush. Today, the search for gold is much easier, yet still challenging with Dirt Hog Pay Dirt. At Dirt Hog, we pride ourselves on our gold and guaranteed gold amounts. Just visit DirtHogPayDirt.com today and buy yourself a bag of the best pay dirt concentrates on the market. Order with confidence in Canada and North America. DirtHogPayDirt.com, the best gold concentrates on the market, period. Also, be sure to check out our Honest Bonus program.
Welcome to Cooley's Corner. Join Rich Cooley as he talks about equipment, new products, and so much more for all us prospectors and treasure hunters. Here's Rich.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Cooley's Corner. Tonight we're traveling to Ecuador.
Ecuador.
All right.
Excuse me.
Pretty much untapped gold reserves in Ecuador. Ecuador is famous for natural beauty and abundant mineral resources. Like its neighbors, Colombia and Peru, Ecuador is blessed with favorable geological characteristics that make it a perfect area for gold mining. The Andes Mountains hide an abundance of mineral wealth. These rugged mountains run north-south through the entire country. Dense, isolated jungles are present in the lower elevations. There are many locations throughout Ecuador with a history of gold. Some of the history of Ecuador: much of the gold present in the country was buried until the Spanish came in the 16th century in search of the yellow metal. The explorers in large numbers settled along the rivers in the southern region of Ecuador. The coastal province of El Oro is the place where the Spaniards and Incas converged to discover and mine the gold. Most popular mining towns for the purpose were Portobello and Zaruma. The Incas were the first to use the hydraulic mining to wash away the overburden and extract the gold. The mines at Zaruma in southern Ecuador, perhaps were the richest in the entire country. Locations of those old mines were the first place that the Spaniards focused their attention on. To learn the history of the gold mine in Ecuador, to study the rich past of Zaruma itself, one can visit the town museum. Mining continued in this area for centuries. In the 1870s, two companies were founded, the Great Zaruma Gold Mining Company and the Southern American Development Company. They were established to extract gold throughout El Oro province. Mining company La Sadeco had a good run, but in the 1950s, the company was dissolved due to increasing costs and their labor struggles. While it was in operation, the company mined close to 3.5 million ounces of gold.
Phew.
That's a good hit.
Yeah.
Some of the major gold mining projects in Ecuador. Some of the experts say Ecuador ranks among the top 5 countries that have the best prospective mining jurisdiction in the world. The government has taken a slew of measures to attract foreign investment in gold mining. This has attracted the attention of the world's largest mining companies. Ecuador is expecting billions of dollars as direct investment in the mining sector in the coming years. Already reports of new researches, discoveries, and reserve estimates are emerging from Ecuador every year. Several projects are already underway, making the grand total of 36 commercial mining projects in the country. Wow. And then they talk about a couple of projects. Ecuador could witness the repeat of California gold rush on its soil. It's common knowledge that there is huge potential for mining gold in the rivers of Ecuador. Much of it remains unexplored and exploited. Although in comparison to its neighbors, Ecuador has been slow in tapping its gold deposits. Large companies have shown little interest in mining the alluvial gold deposits in the country. Instead of riverbeds, large companies prefer areas with large-scale deposits that be conveniently mined using heavy equipment. So it sounds like they don't even get into rivers very much.
Right.
Well, down in Ecuador, you could probably get robbed pretty darn easy too on a claim.
Yeah, and they have a lot of jungles and stuff too. So that's probably like Guyana and all that, you know.
Sure.
Northwestern Providence has for many decades served as rich source of beach placers containing very fine gold. The gold that coastline officers extracted using techniques such as high banking and suction dredging. In addition, the riverbeds of Cayapas River and above it, the Santiago River, are fed by water sources that are rich in gold deposits. In the absence of mining activities, these riverbeds are good hunting grounds for gold prospectors. The Andine gold that was washed down from the mountains after storms have supported the local economy, especially the Quachicha people who live along the river banks and practice gold panning. That's pretty much it.
Right. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
They say, Jaron put a thing, he said, Ecuador is somewhat safe to visit, though it has many dangers. You should be aware that tourist hotspots, restaurants, restaurants, shops, and public transportation are places where most thefts and pickpocketing occur, and violent crime exists on the streets too. So no, you might be safer out in the jungle, you know? Just saying. But they sound like they got some untapped riches. Because there's probably a lot of unexplored streams that have never.
Yeah, but
been touched.
somebody finds you're finding gold and they know how much it's worth, they're going to rob you.
Well, yeah. If they find that out, True.
Well, if you
Right.
bring in big equipment, they know you're not doing that for nothing.
Right. Yeah.
Well, the gold prices in Ecuador. Let's see, gold rate in the U.S. I thought it would show gold prices.
Yeah. What are the prices?
It shows it in the U.S., but is it $56.45 for a gram in the U.S.?
Or yeah, something like that right now.
Yeah,
Close.
1,755.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Trying to find Ecuador's. Ecuador. Gold price per gram, 56.45.
The gold price should be standard around the world.
You would
Is
think.
it?
You would think it is.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
But then again, why are they always trying to take gold out of Abu Dhabi and bring it to the United States? Is it cheaper there?
No, they can't sell it there.
Oh, why not? Don't they have gold and vending machines there and everything?
Probably
else?
because the customer or whoever the government, they want their cut. Probably.
Could be. Yeah, could be. Guess it's possible.
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting, Rich.
I was trying to see if there's
Ecuador.
anything else from Ecuador here.
Jungles of Ecuador.
The jungle.
The jungles. Anything else? Well, the jungle.
Pretty much saying about the same thing we just covered.
Right.
Giving you a lot of blah blah blah.
Yeah. As what makes Ecuador a possible gold mine, cast our eyes towards the country's South American neighbors, Peru, Colombia, Chile, Brazil, and Argentina, are some of the Latin America's wealthiest countries in terms of mineral output.
Mm-hmm.
Ecuador's proximity to such mineral giants is a strong indication that it just might have hidden wealth as well. Yeah, it says the same thing. It was dated back to the 16th centuries.
Right.
Gold and silver finds were based around the rivers, reportedly found in Nambija and
Ah,
along the Rio Santa Barbara. So that one's different.
I don't know. Damn, Bija.
The district is made up of 15 kilometers long vein system located north of Pinas Fault. Pinas, Pinas, I guess.
Spell that again.
Pinas,
Pinas.
Pinas.
Where are you going? To Pinas.
One of the primary mines in the area is the old. Oh, here we go. Check this out.
All right.
One of the primary mines in the area is the old El Sexmo mine. SEXMO.
SEXMO.
Yeah, Sexmo.
Sexmo. Is it in the town of Pinas?
Yeah. It's in the Pinas Fault. Through today, it's no longer in operation. Instead, the mine serves as highly informative tourist attraction and remains a testament to the gold resources of the area. The 150-meter deep mine produced about 3,000 tons of minerals, which was gold, silver, and copper.
Okay.
Approximately 3.5 million ounces of gold were recovered in the years. However, what the labor struggles, increase in costs, and all geological constraints, they pulled out in 1950s.
Huh. Wonder why.
The Ecuadorian gold stayed in the ground and the country turned towards agricultural industry. State resumed control of the area once more, but the lack of proper support led to the eventual abandonment of some of the mines. Mining interests regained momentum in the 1980s. Small-scale mining expands towards Zambija area. Mining efforts didn't pan out due to the decline in prices of gold and legal disputes at the time.
Mm-hmm.
When Ecuador began losing their tight political controls on mining in 2005, the possibility of great mineral wealth was confirmed. However, due to frustrations with the political regime, Kinross Gold Corp, the mining behemoth that acquired the site in order to develop a new mine, discontinued the project and sold it off.
I'll be darned.
So
See.
yeah, that's basically.
Interesting. Very interesting.
I was
When in doubt,
looking for
sell out.
some kind of
There's a reason, yeah. That
lost treasures. I don't know if
Danny?
you found anything, Dennis.
Did you find anything? One thumb.
Yeah, he'll be right back.
One thumb.
That's code for yes. That's code for I'm chewing chips. Give me 1 second.
Yeah.
I'll chew faster. There you go. So did you find some? Get you a drink of your big gulp.
Mhm.
What are you drinking, Denny? Soda?
Yeah.
Cherry Slurpee.
Pepsi.
Pepsi or Mountain Dew?
Pepsi.
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 Yes, I've got. I went to exactly where you were at and brought up some lost treasures.
Uh-huh.
Did you find the Penos fault?
I don't know if there's anything in here about any sausage fest.
Penos. It's the
Or not.
Penos fault.
And the El Sexamo?
Well, I'll tell you what. I don't know. I've got. I don't know how much of this is, but it says lost treasures of Gigantes, whatever that is. Brought to you by Bernie Brewer.
It's Bernie Brewer.
Is that who wrote it?
What is Bernie Brewer?
The mascot
Oh, I
for the
don't.
Milwaukee Brewers.
Oh,
Bernie Brewer.
I don't know that stuff.
Yeah, I don't know it either.
There's Scott without a beard.
And if you colored that mustache, it would resemble
Got a golden beard.
golden
Or
hair,
mustache.
golden mustache. Yep.
Anyway, we've got the lost treasures of Atlantigas.
Okay.
It says Atlantigas National Park is home to a great deal of beauty with its dramatic hills carpeted in grass contrasted against the thick green canopy of the Amazon. Both worlds coexist peacefully in this natural paradise, but the earth below is no stranger to conflict. A curtain of swollen, tangled trees veils a mysterious and dark past involving the murder of an Inca king and a lost treasure. A treasure that some say have been hidden deep within the park's perimeters and still lies there to this day. When Spanish conquistadors captured Inca king Atahualpa, he offered them enough gold to fill a room in exchange for his freedom.
Wow.
Weighed down by what we can imagine was thousands of pounds of gold and jewels. Incan General Ramoja and his men made haste to provide a ransom for King Atahualpa. However, before contemplating his mission, he learned that they were too late. The Spanish had already murdered the king. After hearing the news of his death, General Ramanura sent men to carry the gold to Gigantes' uninhabited land. Afterward, he traveled to Quito and removed even more gold to hide with the rest. Despite being captured and tortured by the Spanish, Ramarua refused to reveal the location of the gold, taking his secret with him to the grave.
Ooh.
The bloodshed had only begun in spite of the lives lost between the Incas and Spanish. The lost treasure of Atlantigas has entrenched and baited treasure hunters for centuries, even leading some to their grave. Getting to the place where the treasure is thought to be hidden involves a long and difficult hike through muddy swamps as well as endless moorlands. This journey is not for the faint of heart. Regardless, stories do exist of people finding it.
Mhm.
A Spaniard by the name of Valderi married an Inca woman. After the marriage, her family is rumored to have shown him the treasure, and before his death, Valverde created a map describing its location. Farce Blake was the last known person to claim to have found the gold. In a letter he wrote, Blake describes an unbelievable hoard of gold and jewels he found following Valverde's map.
Wow.
However, he mysteriously disappeared on his journey back to New York.
Mm-hmm.
Inspired by Blake's letters, a man by the name of Mark Hongisbaum set out to retrace Blake's steps and wrote about it in his book, Valverde's Gold. That's the name of a book called Valverde's Gold.
Heard of that? Yeah.
He never found the treasure, but his book claims that the Incas returned the gold from the place they found it by throwing it into a man-made lake. He believes the treasure has been buried under rubble and lost forever due to frequent earthquakes in that area. Although the treasure has been lost for centuries, some say you can see it if you look close enough. Gaze over the rolling grass hills and see a blanket of thin golden strings blowing in the wind. Let your eyes focus on the running river further down. Do you see the tiny diamonds that glitter and dance on the water surface? In the tree canopy, you can even find emeralds and gems shining and soaking the entire jungle in a stunning shade of green. The true treasure of Atlantigas National Park is alive and breathes through every plant, animal, and mountain. You only have to look to see.
Yeah.
At least he left a map.
Where's the map now, though?
Yeah.
Yeah, who knows? I mean, it's just,
Yeah.
you know, there's always good stories about, you know, lost treasures from over there. And I mean, I guess it's more, how would you say it?
Well, the Aztecs always had gold.
Yeah, they always had mass amounts of gold. They had more gold than they knew
Right.
what to do with, so they could throw it into a river.
Well,
It
Aztecs
seems
and
like
Incas.
the lost treasures over there is more dramatized. Or,
Yeah, they sound like plots to a Disney movie, like, you know, Jungle Cruise. That's what it's reminding me of.
get more. Oh crap! A video. We don't want to watch that.
No.
I was trying to see. Okay, I was trying to see if I had. We don't want that video for sure. Where's the lost treasure of the Inca buried? And we have lost emeralds of the Inca. Let me see what that is real quick. See if I can come up with another lost. No, I don't want to subscribe. We have an article here.
Okay.
It says, let me see if I can bring this over here. Can I turn this around?
I don't know.
There you go.
There you go.
Legend deep in Ecuador's jungles.
I can read you this article here. It was dated back in November 1970. That I had.
Real.
It says Neil Persinger cranked his neck to better view the blood red river winding its way through the Ecuadorian jungle below the twin-engine Dornier aircraft. Pure luck had placed him aboard the plane piloted by former Luftwaffe officer tasked to bring back the Quito, a prisoner from a remote village.
Uh-huh.
What was the
Her singer,
what kind of pilot?
just one that flies a plane.
No, what's the word that you said?
What was the word?
Officer.
Yeah, but what? Come on, Dennis. It starts with an L.
Officer.
I think he said loofah.
No, I was just wondering if it was because if it's the Luftwaffe,
That's what it
That
was.
was German.
That's
Yeah,
what
it was a Luftwaffe.
the Luftwaffe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Luftwaffe.
So it was a German pilot.
Right.
Well,
Yes.
if that's what Luftwaffe is, yes. Now where was I at?
The Luftwaffe.
I don't know where I was at now.
Luftwaffe.
Crap.
You just got past the Luftwaffe and you was looking underneath the twin engine thingy.
See, brought back to prisoner from a remote building. There, Persinger struggled to contain his growing excitement. Rising from the carpet of green near the river emerged the series of dark gray cliffs.
Uh-huh.
On the western horizon rose 3 snow-capped mountains. He was ecstatic. Somewhere below him lay the source of the lost emeralds of the Inca. Chasing the legendary Lost Emerald Mine, Neil had come to Ecuador seeking adventure and fortune. Now, Providence had put him in the right place at the right time. He had discovered the legendary markers of treasure hunter Stuart Connolly. Yet in the years to come, Neil was to discover that the Inca and Connolly would not easily give up their secret. It says Oro Verde, green gold.
Mm-hmm.
Per carat, emeralds are more valuable than diamonds. Their green fire has captivated the imagination for man for millennia. The world's finest and most expensive emeralds come from the Muzo mining region northeast of Bogota, Colombia. Muzo is a national treasure and has been jealously protected by private investors and the Colombian government since the 19th century. An Ecuadorian source for high quality emeralds has tantalized adventurers for hundreds of years. Spanish conquistador Francisco Perazo himself valued emeralds above gold and relentlessly pursued the gems. Conquistadors in the New World seized and sent to Spain emeralds by the sackful.
Oh.
At the time of the Spanish conquest, rumors swirled around Quito of rivers to the northeast littered with emeralds. Unquestionably, the Incas not only valued emeralds, but had a source. The question was where?
All right.
Again and again, conquistadors set out to claim the legendary riches, only to return, if at all, empty-handed and barely alive. Over the course of 400 years, many venturers braved the jungles of northern Ecuador, seeking the Inca's mine. However, discovery of Muzo quality deposit in Ecuador eluded all seekers. The Inca kept their secret until the 20th century.
I'll be darned. Interesting stuff about them Incas. They were the gold people. You know?
I wonder if emeralds are still worth all that much. I don't see jewelry or anything made out of them too often.
No.
I guess it depends on how it's cut and how it's set and how it's.
Yeah, maybe, right? Could be.
No, I can see if it was set in, like it was in an old necklace way back from the 1600s for a historical value. I could see, but just a gemstone nowadays, I don't know.
I don't know.
All right.
I don't know.
No either.
I don't. But pretty.
No idea.
Me neither.
No idea.
Me neither. Okay. Cool though. Still.
Yeah.
I don't know, but is that it then?
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, that's pretty interesting. Yeah. So I'm gonna have somebody drop in here with us in a minute and figure out how to send them the code.
Hey, why we got a minute?
Uh-huh.
The old sciencing channel, how to make pennies turn from copper to silver to gold.
How?
Gonna be really quick. Not that big of an article, but it says a common classroom chemistry experiment changing a penny from copper to silver to gold demonstrates how elements can be manipulated and combined and to produce something else. The heat used to change the penny to gold causes the zinc atoms coating the penny to move in between the copper atoms and create brass, which appears gold.
Mhm.
Using pennies that we produced before 1982 ensures that you will contain enough copper for the experiment. Pennies produced after 1982 are mostly zinc. Clean the pennies thoroughly. Heat a mixture of sodium hydroxate and powdered zinc in an evaporating dish over a hot plate until it is nearly boiling. Keep the mixture near boiling and place the pennies in the sodium hydroxate and zinc mixture until they are entirely silver, about 3 to 5 minutes. It says remove the pennies using tongs and wash them under running water. Remove any pieces of zinc that are stuck to the penny. It says fill a beaker or a bowl with water, light the Bunsen burner, and place a silver penny in your tongs. Heat the penny in the flame and of the Bunsen burner, rotating it evenly for 3 or 4 seconds, or until the penny turns gold. Place the penny in the water until cool. Remove the penny from the water and dry with a towel. Heat the remaining pennies one at a time in the same manner, cooling them in your container of water. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
But remember, it's going to be brass, not gold, folks. It really doesn't change it to gold.
Right.
Don't start melting pennies and get heat off because it don't turn gold.
I don't know. Well, we're gonna have some.
You'd have everybody melting pennies for gold.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, that's what's gonna happen.
Guaranteed.
Interesting
I
stuff.
no blame Swiftwater saying,
Yeah.
"Oh,
I know, right?
Scott's fault. Right? That's what it'll be.
There's that newest TV star action.
Huh?
Hey,
There's the newest TV star.
There's the man with
Oh,
the
I
plan."
didn't see him.
what's happening, Swifty?
I'm
Not
still,
much, buddy.
I'm still trying to send him the code, and here he is.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's
I
already
got it figured. You got it figured out. Hey, Rich.
How you
Nice.
doing, brother?
Oh, pretty good.
Hollywood.
Glad to see you're getting all back to health after that whole damn health scare and everything.
Yeah, actually, my eyes is pretty good right now.
Yeah, it is. It's actually doing really good.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I don't know if using that prednisone for my bronchitis triggered something, but now my eyes back to normal
It
for some
fixed it.
reason.
It fixed it.
Yeah.
Hey, would you look at that? Dennis Dayton got his favorite shirt on there. Would you look at it? Just look at it. Man, boobs and all, man. We got Dennis Dayton on the job.
That's right, baby.
Long time no see, Ray.
Yeah, it was a hell of an epic summer. There's no doubt.
One,
But it's a hell of a lot better to be home.
oh, I could only imagine. You were gone for what? 2 months?
12 weeks.
12
So
weeks.
you're finally home?
3 months.
Yep, 12 weeks.
Man, it's 3 whole months.
Well, you never thought you could prospect for 12 weeks straight, huh?
I wish I could have prospected for 12 whole straight weeks.
Really?
I kind of got robbed.
Oh, no. But you had a good time, didn't you?
Yeah, I had an amazing time. I tell you what, I was just about I don't know if it was the ends of the earth, but I think I could almost see it from there.
Good. So what was the weather like down there?
It actually ended up being the rainiest season in South Greenland's recorded history. Actually, in all of Greenland's recorded history.
Because
So you brought the rain from Alaska with you, is what you did.
I brought the rain from Alaska to meet at Greenland, and it rained like a son of a gun.
That's like me and Caleb. We brought the dry weather with us when we visited you there in Alaska.
Yeah.
I think it was the driest amount of time in 10 days you ever had.
and it was the wettest, moistest it's ever been in Greenland.
Oh, moist. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. It was definitely moist. No doubt
Well, I
about it.
seen they set you up in hooches, huh?
Yeah, they were actually they didn't set us up in it. We had to build all them damn things ourselves.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Everything was behind schedule. I mean, from the day I arrived, everything was behind schedule.
Right.
That's the way it always goes.
a ton of infrastructure work before we actually even got close to mining.
Oh, really?
And speaking of mining, we actually got a pretty good conversation going on GPS tonight.
Nice.
G-Man, I'm not sure, AKA Gordon, whatever, he's been talking about screen decks.
Ah.
And that's a topic I wouldn't mind learning a heck of a lot more about myself as well.
So what kind of equipment was you using down there?
Well, obviously, we, like Ken has said over and over, and Wheeler said it over and over, classification is really the key.
Right.
But how the hell do you go? What's the biggest a person can go to start classifying boulders? Then 12-inch rock, and then down to 3-inch rock, and then 3-inch rock down to 1-inch rock, and
Right. Holy cow.
so that's something in the future on GPS we got to think about talking about is screen decks, and what's the best way that these people classify rocks, to get them down. If you're going into a raw area, how do you get rid of all them big boulders, and how big of equipment do you got to do, and how big's your screen deck's got to be?
Oh yeah, I guess it's according to what kind of area you're in and what kind of material you're working.
I was going to say, what kind of gold you get is what you want to classify to.
Yeah, I mean,
Right.
but if you're like where I was out there in Greenland, I tell you, the boulders were as big as Volkswagens, but the gold was as small as a darn confectionery sugar.
Oh, geez, really? Like your Alaska gold or small?
There was places that was smaller than my Alaska gold.
Really?
Wow.
I mean, it was so fine I couldn't pan it. I mean, I'm pretty darn good panning, but I could not get it to pan. It would not separate.
You could not pan it.
I could get the 200 mesh. I could get that 200 mesh out of it, but I seen gold that was a lot finer than 200 mesh.
Holy cow. Man.
And I just had to throw it away because there was just no way for me to get it. I could not get it.
You'd have to use mercury.
I didn't have the equipment to get it. There's no way I could have got it.
Right. Hey,
Ray, you could have used mercury.
No, I can't. Not in the bottom of Greenland. You never get it there.
Right?
So all the equipment that you guys used, did you guys pretty much bring it yourself, or did they have some equipment there?
The excavator was there. There was a miniature excavator, and then there was also a backhoe.
Right.
But the backhoe constantly had flat tires.
Oh, gee.
And the mini excavator, we were constantly fighting almost to the point of running out of diesel.
Holy cow.
You guys were pretty much dredging or high banking then, right?
Pretty much high banking. We didn't
High
really
banking.
get a chance to do any dredging.
Oh, okay.
I wanted to, but it just didn't work.
Okay. Interesting, Ray.
Hey, Ray, I found your brother.
He's got the same mustache.
Yeah, I could almost peel that one off.
So you were pretty much in the river then?
We were in the dry river bed
Oh,
side of it and pumping water out of the river to a high banker.
okay.
I ended up building a really large high banker.
All right, I've seen pictures of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Mhm. And how'd that work? It worked good?
it worked, but again, classification's what fucked me.
Right.
I mean, it just screwed me over trying to classify the big boulders out and what's left over, and then trying to classify them down to small enough to go through the sluices.
Right.
Yeah.
I just didn't have enough. I didn't have enough screen to
Right.
screen it all correctly.
Right. And when you're dealing with a loader, that's dumping, a whole
Yeah.
Bucket load at a
yard, a
time.
bucket or whatever, that's big material to,
Yeah, you got to have a good grizzly set up to.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Definitely.
that's and then just trying to find the infrastructure and everything in such a remote place in the world was almost impossible. I mean,
right.
Yeah.
to give you an idea, the stores don't even have dried beans.
Really?
You cannot go to the store and buy a bag of dried lima beans, pinto beans, Great Northerns. There's no dried beans. Everything's in the can.
Right.
You can't get a shovel. There's no pointed shovels.
Wow.
The food, I mean, if there's fresh vegetables, it's gone within that first few hours, and half the time it don't look very fresh.
Right.
You know,
Green
you know,
is
it's
a long
just
ways
so,
away.
So what
just
kind of
so
food
darn
did you
remote.
eat?
Yeah, what'd you eat down there?
I ate seal and mutton.
Did you really?
Yeah.
How was it?
We ate reindeer. We ate minke whale. We ate whale meat.
Man,
Oh.
how was it all? Was it
And
good?
ate a lot of pasta.
Oh, sure.
Pasta with hot dogs. It was
Oh, no.
Now, did
but
you
they
guys
did
have
have
a-
good coffee.
Did you have a camp cook?
Yeah, he was an Inuit native, and if I had my choice, I'll eat the whale before I'll eat the mutton or the seal.
Really?
I don't know what a mutton is. What's a mutton?
Mutton is a lamb, a sheep.
Oh,
Sheep.
okay.
You know, lamb. I don't care for lamb or sheep or mutton,
No.
whatever the fuck you want to call it.
Yeah.
Nasty.
You'd rather
That
eat.
stuff just nasty.
You'd rather eat whale or spaghetti
Yeah,
with
those
hot
things big
dogs.
time.
So why did they pick such a remote location? I wonder.
Just because it's the last place on earth. The
Yeah.
gold is there. The gold is there, but nobody's ever gone after it.
Right.
You know,
Okay.
and they're, Greenland wants to actually show that they've got minerals there. You
Right.
just got to figure out how to get it.
Yeah.
And I found
Well-
out it ain't that damn easy to get.
So would you say out of your whole crew you were the most experienced?
Yes,
Or not?
yes, I would. Yeah. That, as the TV show is going to show, it's going to basically showcase that I'm the one that supposedly foot the bill for it, which I didn't pay the bill for it. And I didn't personally collect all the guys, but everybody did have a little bit of gold background, believe it or not. I mean, the two
Right.
twin gals, they've got a gold background.
Right.
The older fellow that helped me so much, he's got a panning adventure thing, so he loves to pan.
Okay.
Yeah.
There is that a geologist lady, supposedly from, I'm sure she's got some kind of degree. She could have been a heck of a lot more useful, but just as it turned out. But everybody did play with gold.
That's
And a young kid, he actually gets equipment right behind Swiftwater's head, H&B Mining Supply.
I'll be darned.
Deal.
He knows Sam Baldwin.
Oh,
And I actually took some of Sam Baldwin's equipment with me to Greenland.
Oh, that's cool.
I didn't get a chance to really use it. We tried to, but there was snafus that you'll see in the show. But
Mhm.
I did take it with me, and it could be used again in the future.
Well, that's good.
Did you take your gold hog stuff too?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Actually, I had almost everything was featured with Gold Hog. Every piece of equipment out there was. Yeah.
That is cool. Had a big gold hog sticker on it. Don't leave home with that.
Actually, I didn't put one on it. Believe it or not, I didn't put a big Gold Hog sticker on the
Wow.
Big Sleuth.
I'm
I could
surprised.
have. I had 2 or 3 of them, but I didn't do it.
So
Mainly
you ran your material through your gold hog, and then after that, what did you run it through, or did you just pan after that?
I just panned. I panned everything. I mean, I was a pan and fool. Everybody was a pan and fool there. I gotta say, every single one of us had a gold pan in our hand, and every single one of us did some gold panning.
Wow.
cool.
I mean, if there's anything about doing a huge TV show looking for massive amount of gold, you kind of wonder why every single one of us were only using a gold pan.
Now, how big of an area was you guys, prospecting?
Well, his claim was actually 1 kilometer square.
Okay.
However big that is. I don't know how big that is.
It's a little over a mile or something, I think.
But I never did actually see an aerial photograph of, and I kept trying to talk to them stupid camera people to get them to actually run that drone
Sure.
GPS coordinate, but they wouldn't do it for me.
Oh, why not?
I don't know. A bunch of dickheads, what they were.
Kind of sounds that way. Run the dang drone.
No shit. That's what I thought.
Well, they might have run it for the show. Maybe you don't know till we see.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know. That dang thing, that dang mosquito was buzzing over her head every dang day almost.
Okay, so they was doing drone footage and stuff, but they just wouldn't use it for.
How many high bankers did they have, Ray?
Actually, in the way of high bankers, we only had one high banker, and then we had two of the Gold Hog stream sluices with the power head,
Right.
and then we had the multi sluice,
Yeah.
and then I built a really big one.
Mm-hmm.
I built a really big high banker. Well, not really, really big. I mean, had I had enough money and material, I'd have built, a lot bigger one. But
Yeah.
as it was, there was only 6 pieces of metal in all of Great South Greenland,
What?
and I used 5 of them.
Wow.
See, that's what makes it tough. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you'd have got there and there would have been a cargo container full of metal and screens and
Yeah.
matting
There was nothing there. That's what sucked.
yeah. That's
So
what makes it tough.
1 kilometer is actually smaller than a mile. It's a
Right.
little
Right.
over half a mile.
0.62 miles. I always
Wow.
thought a kilometer was over a mile. Gosh, I need
So
to go.
his claim is actually a little bit smaller than I thought, in a sense.
Right.
But it's so big when you actually sit your ass on the ground, it looks way bigger.
Yeah.
Oh, sure. It does.
I
Now,
looked
did
at
you guys have a schedule that you went by every day, or did you guys just start when you started, or?
well,
I'm asking the right questions.
I'm not going to dwell too much into that.
Okay.
There's some people in this earth that love to wake up early, and there's some people on this earth that if you try to wake them up before they're willing to wake up, well, you're going to get your head bit off.
Yeah. Ain't that the
Some-
truth?
Some people like to sleep in, probably Swiftwater.
Yeah,
So you
right.
couldn't just go out and fire up equipment and start prospecting.
Yeah, no, you couldn't. The camera people had basically a designated time that they would get started and shit like that.
So they only wanted you mining when they were filming.
That's right. Yeah.
Okay. That's what I was trying to get at.
Right. No mining until the camera crews are setting in
Now,
place.
Is there a name to this show when it comes out?
Actually, I'm not supposed to say it, but I'm gonna, since we're not really advertising, it's gonna be called Frozen Gold.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I thought I heard. Yeah.
It's gonna be called Frozen Gold, and it's gonna be on the Weather Channel.
Right.
Cool.
And
Yeah, I'll have to check that out.
well, you're gonna do like a watch party, right?
Yeah, me and Wheeler will figure it out. We'll get it figured out. We're gonna do a live Zoom feed there in GPS.
Yeah, that's how I'm gonna watch it because I don't have the Weather Channel, so I have to join you guys and watch
Yeah,
it.
we'll just do it on live GPS.
Yeah,
I
that'd
mean,
be fun,
I'd like to be able to figure out how to do a couple of screens here, but I don't know.
right?
If I can't figure it out, maybe Wheeler will host it. I don't know. We'll get it so it looks pretty good.
Yeah, that'll be.
Can you
fun.
say how many episodes?
There's actually going to be a whole season. It's a 12-part season.
12?
Yeah.
And nice. See, that'll be.
We jammed a shitload of filming in just a short amount of time. I mean,
That's what I was wondering.
normally 12 episodes takes 3 to 4 months,
Right.
and we did it in 12 weeks.
Okay.
And now, like you said, there was nothing really set up when you got there, so you
There
ain't
wasn't
like
a darn
it ain't-
thing there.
right. It's not like you got there and started filming and mining. You had to set up camp.
We had to actually build a camp. I mean, his camp actually blew 2 years prior to that. A wind came through, which is the way the valley is. The wind came through, and it literally took the tents and threw them all the way out into the dang ocean.
Wow.
One of them actually had a 4-wheeler, and then it tumbled it so bad it just shattered the 4-wheeler all to hell.
Holy
Huh.
cow.
Yeah, I mean, that's how strong the winds can get there.
Mm-hmm.
It
Oh, I
comes
can
out of them
imagine.
ice fields, comes out of the ice field, and then down that chute, and I mean,
Wow.
all an ass.
Now, did you guys have to break camp down too, or you just left it there?
Most of it's in pretty safe. The only thing that'll get it right now, where we put the camp now, is on a little moraine edge, so it's safer now. It's protected from the wind, but we're also lower to seawater. If a big tsunami happens, it'll wipe out that camp.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause it's right there above sea level.
So they left it there pretty much then.
Yeah, we left it there. Apparently 4 of the tents have gotten taken down.
Okay.
Four of the tents got took down, so they'll have to get put back up. The base is still there, but the actual fabric is taken down.
Would you go back? I gotcha.
Maybe.
Or would you rather go to a different place, like I don't know, the Yukon?
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't go to a different place. I wouldn't. I mean, basically everything's still there, and it's just a matter of I was a shitty miner. I didn't find the gold. It's there. I
Right.
just didn't find it. I didn't
Okay.
have enough of a chance.
Right. Right. Truthfully, yes, you'd really.
So the geologist didn't know either then.
No. Well, it's kind of a different. It looks different. I mean, what's the difference between a ice pack moraine and a glacial moraine? You know, it kind of comes down to, you know, it's a really weird geology. The
Mhm.
geology of the area is just really weird. It's an ice pack moraine, not so much a glacial moraine.
Wow.
So the gold that you was finding really was hit or miss. There wasn't no actually line. There wasn't actually no
Right.
fault or
Right.
it was just
And come to find out, I didn't find this out till the very end. You know, there is an ore deposit, and I actually found a piece after I seen it of the quartz that's got the gold in it.
Oh.
I found it on the site. So the gold is there, but
Right. But
my sluice box was not designed to catch that rock. My
no,
sluice box not designed to catch that rock.
no.
and you still got to get it out of that rock.
Yeah, and you still
So
got-
you guys metal detect it all too?
not enough of it. Not enough of it, because there was also a lot of hot rocks, a shitload of hot rocks. The other thing that was kind of a bummer is a lot of granite. I don't care for granite.
Yeah.
Now, what about gemstones, Ray? Like ruby?
Not in that area. Not in that area.
Not in that area.
Not in that area.
Okay.
But there is this cool looking. Ellie actually called it a pegmatite
That's
rock.
interesting looking rock.
Yeah, it's an interesting looking rock.
Yeah, that's cool.
But realistically, I didn't see nothing blow wind up my skirt.
Right.
Not in that claim. I mean, there's these pink and green rocks that are kind of cool looking. That would probably look really cool if I slabbed it out.
Right.
It's got quartz and black stuff and green and pink.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, it's a cool looking rock.
It would look cool if you cut it too. Yeah,
I bet it would.
I bet it would. That'd be awesome looking.
You know, but at the same time, I mean,
Yeah.
I don't got a cutter, and I don't.
Right. Exactly. So it'd be cool, like now that you've got the taste of it, if they sent you back there maybe to a different claim even, you know?
Well, yeah, I'd still rather find out there's gold in that one. Than
No, just stay, you'd rather just stay there at that exact claim for a little longer.
I'd damn near try it again.
Like 3 more months.
You know,
Right.
But who knows? I don't know.
Well, you may be going back there.
I don't know.
You never know.
If they don't pay a heck of a lot bigger salary, then they can kiss my fucking rotten ass.
Understood that.
I ain't doing 12 hours a day, 6 days a week for free again.
Oh no, that's too much, especially for 3 months.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
ain't doing it again. Ain't no
Yeah.
way.
That affects your bottom line at the end of those 3 months.
Heck yeah, I mean, I don't like losing that kind of money.
They didn't pay you nothing.
Yeah, they don't pay you enough.
Oh,
I did get a salary, but it wasn't enough. I mean, I knew that ahead of time that
Sure.
they weren't going to pay me as much as I would make at home.
Right, of course not.
But at the same time, I wanted to try it.
Well, yeah, you have to try it. I mean, it's
I
a
wanted to try it.
once in a lifetime opportunity, maybe.
I was about that close to wussing out and not doing it, but it's like, yeah.
I'm glad you did it because you got to do it. I mean,
Yeah.
Did you have to worry about the vaccine out there?
Oh yeah, Jesus Christ! I'm so sick of the vaccine and
Did you have to wear a mask and stuff all the time too on the outside or not?
Not once we passed quarantine. Once we passed quarantine, we hit Greenland and we got past the quarantine time. Then almost all of Greenland had gotten their second shot, and then they completely eliminated all masking and all the bullshit.
Oh, okay.
So I spent all of Greenland without a mask, which was awesome.
Okay. That's what I was wondering.
But I come back home and hear everybody at home's got their freaking mask on again.
Yeah.
Oh God, I can't stand that. I just can't stand that mask for nothing.
I know, it's annoying. It's the most annoyingest thing ever.
It's like working in your shop 24/7, huh?
Yeah. Well, I don't wear a mask even in the shop. I should, but I don't.
You're too used to it. You're immune to it now. It's like no sense in it. That's great.
That's cool. At least you had fun. I mean,
yes, it was an experience.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. I mean, it really was. And but I just wanted to also hop on here and tell all of you guys. I mean, everybody in Gold Prospector space that hang out with us, thanks. Because I tell you, you don't know what kind of friends you got out there until you're gone a long way away from home. Right. And you don't get to listen to or hear, you don't get to hear Swiftwater do Swiftyisms. You don't hear Rich Cooley do Cooley's Corner. You don't hear Tim Grimes giving us yet another excuse. And you don't get to hear Dennis Dayton singing. I mean,
come on, right?
I mean, life sucks if you can't hear Dennis Dayton sing.
I agree. I agree 100%, right?
You know, I darn sure missed all my friends. I mean, Bob and Ken and Wheeler.
Yeah, we missed all you guys.
Oh yeah, we missed you too.
That freaking man, you know, even though he was a painter once in his life, so he kind of sucks. So.
Everybody missed you.
Yeah. But I also wanted to say thanks to that Dennis Hedrick guy, old Mr. FBI himself. He replaced that Gold Hog flag. And he actually sent it to Flash Bash, and everybody signed it in Flash Bash. And then I took it with me, and I actually had everybody from the cast and crew and people I met in Greenland signed it. So.
Oh, that's cool.
So you never did get the original one back?
No, I never did get the original one back. No.
And I'd like to know who took that dang thing. That cost me a lot of money.
It's somewhere floating around.
Well, I got a feeling what happened is it got thrown away in a divorce.
You think so?
That's what I think happened. But the guy just won't come clean. You know, the guy won't come clean, and he just kind of bailing on it.
That's ridiculous. That flag was cool. We had signed that one.
But I wanted to take and definitely get back on to GPS. And Tim, thank you.
You're welcome.
Gold Prospector space is freaking awesome.
I'm glad you love it. It's because of you guys. So
I didn't have a telephone. I couldn't actually pick up the phone and send old Bob.
I know that's what sucks. Yeah, that's the sucky part.
Internet once in a while and say hi to GPS.
Yeah, I mean you were just like off the grid almost. You were that close to being off the grid.
All right.
Completely. Yeah.
Well, I was off the grid when I was on the claim.
Yeah.
I was off the grid. I mean, that was because we'd only come to town once a week.
Oh, okay.
We'd come in on either Friday or a Saturday, and I'd get the Friday night and the Saturday night, and then have to get back on the boat and go back to the claim on the next day.
Wow.
A lot of boating. Oh my God. If I could say one beautiful thing about Greenland, the boating is amazing if you got the money to cruise around.
Really?
Oh, the boating was way cool, man.
Did you do any fishing?
No, fuck them fish. I didn't put them out there. I don't need to get them. Besides, everybody else, that's all you got to eat anyways. Like, I don't want to catch another one. But
yeah, true. That's all you're eating is stuff out of the ocean or sea, whatever the heck it is. What is that?
The Arctic Ocean.
The Arctic Ocean.
Now I've seen the Arctic Ocean, I've seen the Atlantic Ocean, and I've seen the Pacific Ocean.
Nice. See,
that's the three oceans I've seen now, because I've seen the Arctic Ocean.
You are a worldly traveler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, I guess it probably is just the North Atlantic. Basically, I should say it's just the North Atlantic Ocean. It's not the Arctic Ocean.
That is cool.
But it felt like the Arctic Ocean because it's freaking cold up there. When it got the last couple of weeks, it was cold.
Man, So did they supply you with like cold weather gear, or did you have to take that with you?
Oh, I took a lot of my own gear with me. I already had everything I needed.
Right.
I already had it. Boy, they gave me a good sleeping bag though.
Did they?
Even though I left it up there, I left it there, but man, that sleeping bag was nice.
And now in
You
your
just
little
be shivering like some gun. You strip off your skivvies and climb into that sucker, and it's like, okay.
So your hooch was pretty warm or no? Did it have
I don't know.
did it have a little heat?
I did have a little heater in there, and it was actually it was pretty warm. I mean, basically,
It looked like you had the comforts of home in there in your own.
Yeah, it was pretty much the Greenland speakeasy. Mine was, at least.
Right.
I generally had a beer, some Jack Daniels, and some Baileys to chase it all down with. So.
And then you'd call it a night, right? And
Yep.
get up
I'd
and
make
do
certain
it
that
again.
everybody is out of my tent by 11. It's like, get out of here. I've got to go to sleep. I've got to work tomorrow. Yeah,
Now-
some of them yahoos, they'd stay awake till 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. It's like, you guys are idiots.
Yeah, right. They was
I
just
go to bed
thinking,
and 11 o'clock was way past my bedtime, even at that.
right. They was thinking it was on a big camp out. You know? Let's stay up till 2 in the morning and sleep in.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's also why they didn't get up in the morning and go mining like
All
that.
right. Yeah, exactly. See,
Yeah.
crazy.
I wasn't none too big of a fan of that more than once.
Sure.
It'll show in the show.
Nice. So we'll have a little drama on the show.
Oh yeah, it's for TV, you know damn good well there's gonna be drama.
Oh yeah, exactly. Because that's what always makes those shows is the drama. You know,
Yeah.
it's like they
And
focus.
this ain't gonna be no exception.
Right.
You know,
They seem to
no
focus.
exception.
Right. They focus on that drama a lot. It seems like so. Yeah, but
I
that,
just wish we could have figured out a way to run that dirt better.
yeah,
To be honest with you, I kind of really wish I could have been a better miner and knew more about screen decks and knew more
Mhm.
about moving rock. And I wish I was a better miner.
you're not. You got to think. You're not something you're not used to doing. You know.
You know, I'm a professional auto body man, actually. You know, I
Right.
work at a body shop. I've done body shop work all my life.
Right. You don't work at a mine.
You know, and trying to scale something up that big, that fast, just right out of the back of my brain, and
Sure.
digging through the garbage dump and digging through, you know, local scrap metal piles to build anything.
Right.
It was kind of a rat bastard of a job. And they all threw it right on my back. Here you go, Ray. Do it. It's like, what? If I get help, nope. Do it yourself.
Oh no. Well, see, yeah, it's like we understand. We know how you like to mine. You're a dredger. You love dredging. You know.
Well, I like the line mine lazy. I don't
Yeah.
like, you know,
Right.
I don't like that hard working shit. If I start sweating, I'm doing something wrong.
Right. It's mine smart, not hard.
Exactly.
Right. That's all it is.
No, I need to be like the legend Ken and actually have, you know, 130 years worth of mining under my
Right.
belt.
And have done all those different kinds of mining. Exactly. Then you could have said, oh, you need one of those? Let me just.
Yeah, let me just go whip you one of them right up.
Yeah, I'll be back in an hour or so with you.
Yeah, exactly. You know, hell, I hadn't done a stick arc welding in ages and ages and ages. I haven't ran a piece of stick arc weld in a long, long time. But
Right.
that's the only thing available to me out there on the mine site. I've made a few bloopers with that too. It's easy to get that too hot and now I got a big freaking hole to fill.
Like, dang it, it'll come back to me.
Yeah.
Because
And they made me do some TIG welding, and I probably only TIG welded 5 times in my entire life. And then it's like, okay, you got to TIG weld this together. It's like, okay. Lord help me.
yeah, not like being thrown under the bus, right? It's like, oh, geez, give it to Ray.
Yeah.
Sounds like you were the answer man.
Well, I was supposed to be. I didn't have the answer where the fuck the gold was.
Right. Yeah. Well, see, you wasn't supposed to know all that. That's new territory. That's where the geologist comes into play.
Yeah,
You know,
right.
that's what you would think.
Uh-huh.
Well, that's what you would think anyway.
Well, you'd think.
The geologist does their little research thing and says, okay, this is where you guys need to be.
Yeah. I mean, anywhere you go pretty much in the world, kind of like Rich Cooley's been digging up, there's history everywhere.
Right.
Ecuador, Peru, El Salvador, Utah, Arizona, New Mexico, Indiana.
Yeah.
Georgia, the Carolinas, there's always a history book you can pick up and say, okay, well, the gold's found right here, and this is the rock strata that's in, and it's usually about 30 feet deep, 10 feet deep. Is it on bedrock or is it in the caliche?
Mm-hmm.
There's a history book somewhere.
Sure.
Where the heck I went, there ain't no history books because nobody's ever looked for it.
Was there any bedrock? Did you hit bedrock?
That was my hopes, and that's where I bet all my cards was on bedrock, and my cards came up with eights and aces. Which, I mean, you're not supposed to bet on eights and aces, but I tried, and it didn't pay. I mean, the Queen of Hearts would have treated me a lot better if I'd have found her.
Well, like I said, you was sticking with what you knew. Look for the bedrock. That's what you know. And so it's totally different, apparently.
Oh, we're past 5 o'clock. Oh, Tim Grant about on his bedtime now.
Yeah, it's getting there. We run a few minutes extra for you.
Well, we're just BS, and I'm probably, once the show's over, I'll probably end up just hanging out here and doing it live. I got me some dirt for my pan for gold. So
nice. Yeah,
I want to pan some gold. I want to pan some gold.
You want to pan some real gold, right? Some big stuff.
Yeah. Hell, if it wasn't for JP, I'd have gone flat stir crazy when I got COVID lockdown.
I
got to take me a little bit of pay dirt with me, and I panned it right in my hotel room because I was going to kill somebody.
Yeah, that was suck. Being in a hotel room for, what was it, 14 days? Did they have?
Yeah, pretty close to it. I think it's 13 days. It was either 13 or 14 days. I was ready to kill people on that. And somebody's gonna die real soon. Get out of here.
Better get me out to that claim quickly. Send me by myself. I won't be around nobody. Right? That way you could have got a head start looking.
And then when you got out there, you thought everything was going to be ready, and now you got to build everything from scratch.
Yeah. It's just like, oh, hey, Ray, welcome home.
By the way, you guys got to build all these tents. You got to build.
By the way, hey, and we got a flat tire on the equipment, so do it by hand.
Oh, that's never no fun. Yeah, God.
And we're almost out of diesel.
Jeez. Yeah, it sounds like it needed a few more things there to make it right for you, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And anyhow, I guess I'll go ahead and I'll get ready to hop off the act.
All right, brother.
Ready to close down the show, but
yeah, well, it's good.
Thanks a million, Gold Prospector Space, man. All my buddies there, every one of you, you guys are the greatest, and I'm sure glad to be home, back bullshit with everybody.
Welcome back, brother.
We're glad you're back. Thanks, brother.
Do a little bit more studying, Swifty. Well, you're working on it, but
all right,
God bless everybody. Good night.
Later, brother.
Good, Ray.
Bye, brother.
All right, cool. Always good to have Ray back and back on the show and bringing us up to speed on what he did. So that's cool. Awesome. And don't forget Tuesday night hangouts with Ed, Jess, Dano, and the Treasure Vixens every Tuesday night at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time over there on their YouTube hangouts. So be sure and check that out. And I guess that's it that I can think of. Is it, Scott, Rich?
Good night, Gold Digger.
Everything? All right. So until Wednesday, we're out of here.
Good night.
We'll see you then. Good night, everybody.
Be sure to tune in next Sunday at 7:30 for another great show. For updates and more info, please go to www.prospectorsradio.com.